After just 6 months of marriage, she thought she could claim his house. But her plan completely backfired, leaving her stunned and regretful.
Under?
Doesn't matter whose name it is under. All that matters is that we're divorced and this house which I've paid for isn't for you.
Well, you haven't paid for it, but it's not under your name, no?
Well, no, it doesn't matter whose name it is for.
Well, it does, because we were together.
Okay, well, I bought this house as a gift for my mum.
Well, why are we living in it then?
Because it doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because if you
Well,
divorced...
yeah, we're not living in it anymore, are we? Well, I am.
So how long are you going to keep that a surprise for then?
It doesn't matter. You didn't pay a single penny for the house.
I contributed my fair share to this place.
How did you?
Cooking, cleaning, one less thing for you to do.
Oh, well, congratulations.
That was the
You can cook
agreement.
and clean somewhere else. Look, you divorced me, okay, yeah? You have no right to this house.
She thought by simply divorcing him that would make her entitled to the house. But he already had a backup plan to that.
I knew that this was going to come because since we first got married or whatever, that's all you're interested in. You're only interested in the financial side of stuff, and then when the fan things start to go a bit low, you call for a divorce. Cool, I'll let you have that divorce.
No.
But when I bought this house, I put this house in my mum's name.
Gotcha.
I bought this house as a gift for my mum.
So you had no right to lie to me about it.
I didn't lie to you. Didn't lie to you at all.
You said that you bought the
We
house.
lived in the house. Yeah, I did buy the house. I bought the house.
So why did you not tell me when you bought the house?
I didn't need
under your
to
name?
because it wasn't your business.
But we were together. We were married.
Well, we're not now. We're not now. You divorced me, and it's clear to see why you divorced me.
Unwilling to bet she would have stayed if she knew that the divorce wouldn't reward her.
Yeah, because you're a liar.
I'm not lying, Stacey. You divorced me because that's what you was interested in. And then when business became a bit low, you know, since COVID, you wasn't there.
Don't even
You were
bring
just
COVID
complaining.
into
You were
it.
just complaining. Oh, don't even bring COVID into it. Look, getting back to my business, and you weren't happy with it. And now, because things are becoming good again, that's when now you're back. And then when you found out, yeah, okay, that after the divorce proceedings, there's nothing for you. That's why you're back, isn't it?
The biggest thing is that you lied to me for however
So
long we were
what did
married
you
for.
want? What did you expect? Do you think that you've earned a share of this house?
Absolutely.
For
I
what?
made it homely.
For what? Cooking and cleaning.
Making it homely. I made it.
You
homely.
made it homely?
I made it a lovely place for us living together.
No,
And
not
I found out
really.
it's for your mum.
While I do appreciate the cooking and cleaning, it's not enough to say it made you earn someone's house. Because if that was true, we'd all be doing it instead of working day and night.
You've made it into a hell.
How? It's clean. It's laid out lovely. It's homely.
You've
it's
not
welcoming.
been here for 6 months.
Well, yeah, because you've been lying to me this whole time.
I've not been lying to you.
You told
You
me
never
bought this
asked me.
house.
Yeah, I did buy this house. You never asked me once. Is this house in your name? You never asked me that
Why do
question.
I need to ask that? If you're buying a house, you're only going to assume it's going to be bought for yourself.
No, you buy a house for your children. You buy a house for your mum.
We don't have kids.
Exactly. I'm saying if you have kids, you buy it for your kids. I'm not like you. I don't just buy it for myself, you know.
This is irrelevant. My biggest issue is that you have lied throughout the whole time we were
It
together.
doesn't matter. We're not together anymore. Me, you can go your own way into your own shared house with your parents, whilst I'll stay here in the house which I bought.
Yeah, and lie to the next person that you date. So good luck to whoever that is.
Well, no, I'm protecting myself actually.
How are you protecting yourself? You
Protecting
just lied to
myself,
me. And
yeah.
you lied to throughout the whole relationship.
You know what, Stacey? I'm gonna get back inside my house, okay?
Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Yes!
Yes, she married the house. Except his mom was there before her. Well done for him. We men no longer open the door to our homes. We are building fortresses of solitude.
Don't believe how simple this is. You want to meet a woman who's wife material, one who's not out partying, one who's not drinking on the weekend, one who's working on herself and wants to look good. You go to the gym on Saturday and Sunday morning between 7 and 9 a.m. I promise you, a wife is waiting there for you.
She might be in on something, but we're not taking any chances lately.
I'm honestly really sad right now, if you can tell. That's like the weirdest thing about grief is like, didn't cry for 2 days, was good for 2 days, and now I'm by myself, and it's just like the hurricane, like it's here again, you know? It's, the tsunami is back, like it's just so hard, and like I'm frustrated because I, my whole world got disheveled. And I feel like he has moved on, and he is healed and moved on and doesn't care about me. I don't want him to come back into my life, but it's still just You know, I can't imagine, thank you guys for sharing stuff, like stories that you've gotten through this and it's been however many years, because I could not imagine that. I can't imagine being with someone for a really long time and going through this, Sorry if you can hear my cat literally playing in the background. I was only with him for 4.5 years, 1 year married.
People might see this and feel sad, but let's not forget it's a choice they took on without even considering the consequences.
I could not imagine, though, being with him for longer and this happening, but it's just so sad sometimes, and it's like so hard to have to learn how to do life by yourself again.
It's none of my business. It's none of my business.
You don't have that person to call all the time or that best friend to go do things with. And that's what scares me. I've never truly been alone and worked on myself, and I'm terrified of it.
If it's bothering you so much, why did you leave?
Not me crying on the internet more, but I just want to share all of it, the good and the bad, so that I have this to look on.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
A year from now, and know that I did heal, but also to help anybody else who's going through heartbreak. Heartbreak, it's so bad. You physically feel the pain, emotionally, mentally, everything.
Maybe she should focus on fixing her own situation rather than helping out others, just to distract herself from the fact that she left a good man.
And again, I had 2 really, really good days. Did not cry at all those 2 days. And then, as soon as I'm by myself, or as soon as, I do something or something triggers me, it just all comes flooding back.
Well.
It's just a lot. It's grief. This whole thing is so bad, and I'm literally praying and thinking about anybody else going through a divorce.
2 hours later.
I try and put on this sorry, this is very rambly, but I really did just pick up the camera and start talking.
It seems more like regret is talking rather than grief.
I think what I'm trying to say is that we tell ourselves, or at least I do, if I'm thinking about my ex, I typically am just nope, not going to think about him. We're detaching, you know what I mean? And that works the majority of the time.
You sure about that?
But sometimes you can just sit down and cry. You can sit down and let out your feelings. And I think people who don't ever cry about things, or people who don't ever let themselves think about it, we have to think about it. We have to feel the things. And that doesn't make you weak. Being vulnerable does not make you weak. I really hate when people say that. Because life is all about the human emotions and what we go through. You know what I mean? That is literally life. And I just think that it's okay to just sit down and miss what you had. It's okay to, and that's not even me saying, oh, I miss my ex, I miss blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying that.
So that was a lie.
How much money does a guy need to make in order to be with you? I mean, I'm not saying money's a factor, but definitely over 6 figures. What expensive girl.
I think more realistically, I would love a 6-figure man, but that's not happening.
At least she's in touch with reality.
I don't really think about that though. I agree. Yes, I would love $100,000 at least.
You sure about that?
Okay. How tall does a guy need to be in order to be with you? 6 foot. He needs to be 6 foot. Yeah.
Just taller than me. I'm 4'11", so I just need you to be
Am I tall enough?
your height. Yeah, your height is good.
Valid.
Stop it. Get some help.
So 2 times. 2 times I've stepped out on my 20-year marriage. 2 times. And not big. A kiss here and there. And both times it's caused a separation. Because when you live in a situation, and here's the thing, I'm not going to justify cheating. I don't think it's justified, which is why I've chosen to separate after certain things. But at some point, whenever you're with somebody, and after, I'm going to tell you, I was with this person for 20 years.
So she's saying that she allowed 2 men to flirt with her while being married.
And for 18 of them, he made me beg to be touched.
Huh?
The problem is that we get along really well, friendship-wise, but romantically, it was very, 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 very painful to be unwanted and unloved that way. Friendship-wise, we got along, we were into the same thing, so that helps, but twice I've been approached by blonde-headed coaches.
Some people stop trying to look good and take care of themselves as soon as they get married, thinking the guy would accept her regardless of her effort. And the worst part is what happened when those men approached her.
And you'd think that I would pick up on that. It's like, here's your lesson. So I learned my lesson the first time. The second time it smelled a lot like the same. And so it probably was wanting an entourage of women to follow behind them. The first one definitely wanted an entourage, and the second one definitely was a coward, and watched. After, stalking me and anyway, DMing, pursuing, and you're kind, and they take that as flirtation.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness? Do you think you do?
Many would argue that she did nothing wrong, but she knew they were flirting. Instead of drawing the limits, she allowed and accepted their behavior while being married.
But you get so angry in that situation where you're not being loved, where you have to beg for any kind of affection, that you're not thinking straight when it comes to allowing someone else to admire you. And so that's what you do. You let them admire you.
I don't think so.
I bet many ladies would tell her she did nothing wrong and it's her husband's fault somehow.
Which is what it is. But at this point, I am choosing me over any relationship where I have slightest temptation that direction. I would rather be alone than have that, because when you're in a relationship with somebody, you should never feel so desperate for attention. You should have somebody on your side. You should have somebody that loves you, that's present for you, that doesn't use that sort of stuff against you.
If he really didn't do his job as a husband, then why stay 18 years? It doesn't make sense. They definitely must have had their ups and downs, because no one would stay 18 years of no contact.
And the people who approach you, that I think a lot of times they see that you're desperate, and it puts you in a really bad situation, and you don't want to be in that situation. And it makes you feel pretty rough about yourself. And so this last one that approached me, regardless of why he did it, it kind of woke me up to the idea that I needed to be alone. I needed to not be married anymore. I needed to, because in my life, what I want is that person to be my only person. I don't want to have anyone else.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And I don't want to need to have anyone else.
Imagine coming home one day and telling your wife that many ladies approached you, and for that reason you have to divorce her. It's insane, and it's exactly what she's saying.
I want to be treated respectfully and not disrespectfully. And I want to be appreciated and not tolerated. There are pushy people in the world, and I'm going to tell you that both of the people who approached me were pretty pushy. But I chose to allow them to be pushy, and so that's my bad. That was my fault.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Wow, I never expected to see her taking accountability.
But it did wake me up to what I needed to do, and so I did. actively working towards leaving. And divorce is hard. But it is what it is. And I'm working towards a peaceful end to something that was good at times, and where I have a beautiful daughter. And where this person I so loved him. And I so thought the world of him. And I still have love for him, but not the same way.
See, this is what I mean. The guy was indeed a good guy. And it looks like she has no idea what she's doing because her feelings are conflicted.
And I wanted things to work out, and I didn't want to have to do things like I'm doing, but at some point you have to choose yourself.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Did you hear what Tom Brady did to his ex-wife? Allegedly, when his wife filed for divorce, she demanded half of his property. Only the court told her that her millionaire husband owned nothing. Apparently, all of his property is registered under his mother's name. Because he transferred his assets to his mother, he technically owns nothing, which means he doesn't owe her anything. Now, instead of transferring the assets to another person, he could have set up a trust and appointed himself as the beneficiary. That way, it's a separate legal entity, just like a person, but it's way more secure. Which means his assets are not only protected from divorce, but also legal claims and creditors. So what do you think? Is this bad or totally brilliant?
Yes! Hell yeah! Yes! Yes!
It's one of the most satisfying feelings ever when your ex-wife divorces you mainly to take your money and finds out she can't take anything.
If your boyfriend became broke today, are you staying with him?
Yeah, why not? Like, you supposed to stay with the till he's down, because at the end of the day, this is gonna come up. Even if I come up or he comes up, one of us is coming up, and I'm not about to leave him because he wasn't gonna leave me if he was down. So why would I do that?
For me, a lot of these girls out here, man, they want with the money, the flashy.
Doing bad because while he's getting that money, he's other. Is the loyalty means something to you, or you just need what's up with you?
I like this one.
Y'all know what I'm sick of hearing? Why are so many women single? Women no longer stay in relationships. Women are tired. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but we're no longer willing to deal with disloyalty and disrespect just to say we got a man. Because personally, I'd rather go mop the ocean before I deal with another one-sided relationship.
We do not care.
And people love to say, but you too pretty to be single.
I didn't hear anyone say that. Did you guys?
Nah, boo. What I am is too intelligent to stay in a one-sided relationship. Too loyal to deal with disloyalty. Too real to deal with someone else's past trauma when they won't get therapy. Too kind to be mistreated. And way too whole to let anyone else break us down.
You serious?
Pretty is no longer the standard. Peace, growth, and respect are. And if you can't get with that, then you gotta go. So please stop telling women that we're too pretty to be single, because we have chosen our peace, and what we have become is educated, healed, and unbothered. That's what we are.
And also delusional.
I have a question for y'all. Why do y'all think it's okay to walk away from a divorce and not give half?
Why do you think they should give half?
Because when he was on the road, was she not with the children? Was she not taking care of the home?
Was he not doing the same? Y'all make it seem like
did she not risk her body to give birth to her children?
All right, so is he not risking his body to work to pay the bills that she's living?
That is not the same as giving birth to a child.
As you and me are different. You're comparing. You're saying that
I'm trying to get you to understand the woman's side. She made her sacrifices,
and he did.
Just like he made sacrifices.
Exactly. That's the point I was trying to make.
He sacrificed his career, his life to go out there on the road and do what he have to do to provide for his family. But she also made sacrifices.
It's pretty funny when they say, I did this, and that for your children, forgetting that the kids are hers as well. And it's her responsibility whether she likes it or not.
Congratulations to you, man. I heard you just closed on 3 multi-million-dollar contracts.
Yes. That was, yeah.
But then your wife left you. Life, bro.
So are you asking a question? Or?
Yeah, I guess the question is, man, did that make you be like, well, maybe this is timing, it just is what it is, or like?
I had a revelation. And the revelation is, young kings, focus on the bag. After you get the bag, choose what's best for you. Not what you want, choose what's best for you. Before you get to the bag, do your due diligence to pray to whoever it is you pray to or meditate that your blessings actually be on hold until you are aligned with your destiny so that you don't lose your blessings. I need you to understand. Focus on your bag, pray, meditate that you have the discernment to have people in your life who are going to elevate you and not dry.
When a man succeeds in life, the only thing he has in mind is sharing that success with his wife. So he finds out she turned on him just wanting to take his success. It's the worst kind of betrayal. Well, guys, that was all for today. We'll be back soon.